The ice cream diva has gone missing. The first suspect was Midori, and the village chief immediately arrested him because he had a huge bag next to him. But when they opened the bag, it was full of underwear. Midori claimed these were meant to be masks for the diva. Then, Murasaki, Midori's childhood friend, couldn't hold back her sarcasm. Only Midori would mistake panties for masks. Most people don't have their mouths on their stomachs, you know. Next under suspicion was Ao, the village outcast, because he was carrying the same kind of knife found backstage. Ao pinned the blame on Gloom the Shadow Devourer instead. Gloom was a monstrous entity that could tear anything apart, and the villagers, losing all reason, became convinced Gloom had kidnapped the ice cream diva. Even though the chief insisted it was just speculation, the villagers refused to listen. They prepared to hunt down Gloom. Just as everyone was searching frantically, the diva suddenly showed up at Ao's doorstep, asking him to hide her for a while. Ao was overjoyed, but panicked when he remembered his girlfriend would be home soon, so he quickly covered the diva up. Turns out, Ao was actually dating Murasaki. After Murasaki left, the diva confessed the truth. "I ran away on my own. I have this weird urge to suddenly throw knives sometimes." She thought Ao would be disappointed, but instead, he showed her the proper way to throw knives, and the two happily started a knife-throwing session. Unfortunately, Murasaki happened to see them together. Furious that she'd been cheated on by the village outcast, she decided to get revenge on Ao by exploiting his habits and luring him into Gloom's cave. Gloom, assuming Ao had come to fight, immediately tried to shred him to pieces. While dodging, Ao spotted Murasaki in the cave too, and realized she'd set him up. Then, the villagers arrived at the cave entrance, demanding Ao return the diva, but the diva suddenly appeared, shouting that Ao wasn't the kidnapper. The villagers, convinced she was being threatened, started chanting, "Gloom, tear Ao apart." At the last second, the diva leaped into Gloom's mouth, spinning rapidly and using her sticky, taffy-like properties to immobilize the monster. But she couldn't hold back her knife-throwing urge anymore, and began hurling blades wildly. Ao, risking the flying knives, rushed forward and hugged the rampaging diva. And then, the scene suddenly zoomed out, revealing that this had all just been Ao's dream the whole time.